welcome to everyone back. Anyone who's just joined us, this is actually the ace match between Nirvana and Glade. This is a best of 3 for the SEA Nation Wars League, Australia versus Singapore. Both of these teams have currently owned a 2-2 with Ice taking out as 2-0. We had Nirvana taking out Legionnaire 2-1. We had Glade taking out Avenor or Ravenor, whatever, something like that. 2-1. Ravenor, there we go. And we also had, what was the first match? I can't remember. Junior John taking out 10 to stake 2-0. So this is going to be a final best of 3 between these two teams. Nirvana versus Protoss, the aces of each country, respectively. I think Nirvana's #1 on the Blizzard SEA ladder. And Glade is the 3rd or 4th at the moment. I'm not sure. But Glade does play a lot on the USA server, whereas Nirvana is pretty much consistently SEA. It's going to be good. Delta Quadrant for the first map. The loser will pick the next one, so it's all on the line. The winner of this best of 3, the team will actually take top position on the SEA Nation Wars ladder. So it's going to be interesting. So here we go. We're going to have Nirvana as the red Protoss and Saint lagging.
Nirvana red lagging, yes.
Spawning a top right hand as the red Protoss. We're going to have Glade at the top left as the purple Terran. Okay. I'm interested in this. Why isn't Glade playing Zerg?
I love that you just thought you were like, I am interested in this.
Well,
stop eating.
I expected it to be like Zerg because that's his main race, unless he's been cracking it a lot.
Well, he's played like 18,000 games on his Terran Smurf. But anyway, Nirvana 9 pylons scanning in the right direction. Glade doing the proper thing with Terran. You don't build at your ramp, you build in your base, you build it kind of tightly around your mineral line. That way, if the opponent does get in and does do a 2-gate proxy, you're able to stop it. And yeah, we're just going to see a standard opener because both of these guys are boring.
I wouldn't say boring, but I am surprised that Glade's playing Terran instead of Zerg, considering his Zerg
Fuck
is...
the dragons.
What?
Yeah, buff the dragons.
Okay. Lots of progress here from Nirvana. Great job by Glade fending it off, though. He has taken a lot of armor off this SCV, which means it's not going to be anywhere near as effective as it should be. In the meantime, he's going for a 13-gate. He is rallied straight in the middle of Glade's base. I think he's going to be trying to chrono boost out a Zealot there to take him out. But Glade, pretty much standard stuff so far. He is going to get his refinery. He's probably going to get an orbital command pretty much as soon as it pops and is available when the barracks finishes. But really, this close position, anything can happen, especially with drops and everything.
Nah, I really expect Glade to take this match, even though he's off racing. I am a Terran main, and I'm going to go ahead and say, just so everyone stops bitching at me for playing Terran, that Terran does have the edge early game in TVP. If he does let the game go to a macro fest, then the Protoss does regain the edge, and I just don't like Terran's chances in a long macro game against the Toss, especially against a player like Nirvana.
Yeah, exactly. But this Zealot is going to cause havoc for Glade. He does have a Marauder coming out in Marine, but that's going to take forever to kill. Zealots do have a high amount of HP, and they are going to take out quite a few SCVs. There we go. One. He's going to have to run that Marine for like no tomorrow. And here comes Nirvana with that Zealot. He's going to try and take out 1 or 2 SCVs, but he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to be forced to pull back. He only got 1 shot off on that Marine. He's going to die now too. So we do have concussive gels coming. No second gateway from Nirvana as of yet. He does have the second gas though, so hopefully we'll be seeing some fast teching from him. But in the meantime, Glade being aggressive here, and is being forced. Glade being forced to pull back because he's not going to be able to handle both of these units. That's when you're supposed to cut in, T-Gun, but whatever.
I'm eating, man. I told you I just got dinner. I haven't eaten all day because we've just been casting.
Anyway.
I even neglected my dogs. I'm like, fuck it. Anthony can feed them. I don't think he did, but I don't care.
Glade successfully stopping that push there by Nirvana, and he's going to counter push here. Because there's only 1 gateway for Nirvana, he could be in trouble here, especially if Stim finishes pretty soon, but Looks like it's going to be 2 Stalkers and a Zealot versus 2 Marauders and a Marine. Nirvana pulling 3 probes to help defend this here. A Sentry coming now as well. This is going to be very hurtful for Nirvana if Glade can snipe all these units here. One of the Marauders is about to go down. One Marauder does go down. The second one's about to drop. Yes, the second one has dropped now, so he's going to be forced to run away and live another day. But look,
this is like the slowest free Rex push ever from Glade. He's floating about 450 minerals, and he's got pretty good saturation. He could afford like 4 more SCVs to be at full saturation, but it's about where he needs to be. I wouldn't mind seeing him drop an Expo.
Yeah, he does have 450 minerals. Well, there's 350 now, but he's putting in a factory. Interesting. And we got an Observer coming, probably Immortals to follow that from this 2-gate into Robotics Bay.
These Marauders should be hitting the back rocks in his base. The same to be said about the Stalkers and Zealots at the front of Nirvana's base. The Sentry's enough to hold the ramp. There's no reason to have them not hitting the back. I mean, he can just go scout forward with a Marine near the front of Nirvana's base, and then, you know, in the time it takes for Nirvana to cross the map, Glade will be able to pull all his forces back.
Yeah, so it looks like Glade is going to try and take out the rocks at the back of his expansion here, trying to get a good expansion up, but it looks like Nirvana is going to see it with that Observer. He does have Colossi going to be coming on the way because that Robotics Bay is about to finish. So that's always going to be useful. It looks like we do have a Reactor coming out for Glade. Looks like he might be going double dropship here to swap these 2 buildings around.
Yeah, he'll swap them straight away and then probably slap a tech lab on the factory. A lot of people think tanks are just absolutely useless in PvP. They're actually alright. They're not as good as they are in TVZ, quite obviously, as tanks pretty much dominate everything on the ground in TVZ up until Ultralisks. But if you add 4 or 5 tanks to your unit composition, they do so much damage until they're focused down.
Yeah, absolutely. But this Marine Heavy Force is going to get torn apart by that Colossus that's coming out. On the bright side, though, Glade already does have the tech to be able to counter that. It looks like Nirvana's trying to take out the rocks, but there's a Zeal up there doing nothing. I'm not sure what he's thinking.
He's supervising.
Yeah, and we've got Thermal Lance coming out for Nirvana as well here, so pretty passive game from both players so far. Nirvana really just sees everything that Glade's got at the moment, so he's going to have to deal with that. But there are going to be dropships coming, and that is going to be very very bad for Nirvana if Glade does decide to push right about now, because now is when he can actually lift up and drop units over the force field, especially if this factory gets vision, and it looks like he is going to get vision right as he gets there. This could be very dangerous for Nirvana. Stim is done for these units here. We do have combat, sorry, don't we have combat shield? I can't see. No, we don't have combat shield yet, but there is quite a few Marauders in that mix. It's going to be coming down to control here, whether he can deal with that. And Nirvana putting down an expansion, the same with Glade. Glade is a little bit further up, though. And here we go. No, maybe Glade doesn't want to...
He doesn't really want to engage until he gets Vikings out to do all those Colossus, because they will tear these Marines in two.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know.
But the longer he waits, the more chance that Thermal Lance will be finished as well. Looks like Glade's going to be doing a drop here at the back to cancel Nirvana's expansion. Great use of drops here by Glade. Is he going to force to cancel? I would highly doubt that he doesn't cancel it, but...
He doesn't want to cancel it, but he's going to have to, or else he's going to lose it. And these medevacs will get away quite safely. It's only about 25 seconds lost, but that's still a pretty big deficit for Nirvana right there.
Yeah, I've always wondered why Terrans get free dropships where everyone else doesn't.
I actually didn't like medevacs being dropships at the start, because I'd always accidentally pick my bloody units up. I'd be sitting there with like a Marine sitting in my medevac slacking off. But the same can be said about TOS. Why does TOS get a free pylon warp in with their dropship?
Yeah. We're just nowhere near as mobile.
What? Why can Zerg drop creep with their dropship?
This could be really frustrating for Nirvana here if Glade can get up that ramp before he gets a force field off. We'll get the supply here. We got 89 supply versus 86, so it's pretty much even, but he does have those 4 units here. Is he going to be able to get up that with a few force fields? This could be dangerous. There's one of the force fields. He still has enough energy for one more. Looks like Glade's just going to drop up the top. nicely done. He's going to just bypass that force field. There is the stim. Lots of shots going off on that Colossi. There's the stim on the Marauders. They are going to go just chew up all these buildings here for Nirvana. Nirvana in a bad spot at the moment. He needs to be able to... Glade really needs to snipe those Colossi. One of the Colossi is going down a lot of health. There is one just popping up to the back here. But really, this force field's saving the Marines and Marauders from a lot of these Zealots. The second Colossi is about to drop here. Another stim from Glade. Is he going to be able to have enough? He needs to drop those Vikings to deal with the ground units. There we go. Another stim coming out for Glade any second. Another stim. There we go, another stim. He's going to be able to take out a lot of these probes. This could be not very good for Nirvana at the moment. And Glade does get away, but he's seriously hurt the production capacity of Nirvana there. He's down to 1 gate and 1 robo with just an expansion not saturated yet. And we got an expansion already up and running for Glade. And Glade does have 2 more racks coming down with no upgrades as of yet, though.
Yeah, Glade's just in a really commanding position right here. He's got, what, about... Oh, actually, he doesn't have that high a worker jump on Nirvana, which is pretty surprising given that Nirvana pulled all of his probes off the line to help defend that attack. Glade just hasn't been pumping enough SCVs out. Or Nirvana's been spending a lot of chrono boost and been getting a hell of a lot of probes, one or the other. But Glade still has a production advantage here. He does have both his bases up and saturated. And he does have mules, which are pretty much the Terran's trump card. Toss has chrono boost, and that's why he's able to get the Colossus out as quickly as he is. But they're about even in utility. I think that I'd give the mule the jump, but I think Glade's about to push in here again, and Nirvana doesn't have a sentry to drop a force field to at least force him to pick up his units and try and drop in.
Here comes the stim. He's coming in now. He's going to be able to snipe this Colossus very easily. Bam! All those... Wow, we'll do so much damage to Colossi. It's not fair. And this is going to be game over here for Nirvana. It's going to be 1-0 to Glade any second if we see a GG. So many probes dropping to all these units. And a little bit of lag. But, yeah, that's going to be GG. So Glade is going to be 1 up on his off race. That's just mean.